Do I finally get to actually drink it now?
Yes.
2 hours later.
I am Mandy. Oh, this one's yours.
Oh,
I literally am holding it on.
she's still holding it, you guys. I'm never gonna get to drink this drink.
I am Mandy.
And I am Raquel. And I have not got to drink one.
This is Mocktails.
To know or not to know.
Well, you guys don't know. I'll say it anyways. I think you know what it is. It's coconut cream with the lime juice. And it was just ingredients I had, and I had a thought of maybe they'd be good together, and I was like, no, that's too crazy.
It reminds me of you put the lime in the coconut.
The lime in the coconut, you drink a bowl up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm like, well, I'll figure something else out because I have a ton of this coconut cream. And so looked it up, and it was like the 5th non-alcoholic option. It's a very common drink in like Latin America.
Latin America.
I was like, okay. So different variations. This one is blended. Some of them
Well,
will have like sparkling.
I half-ass watched you make it.
So yeah, I want to see what you think because I was pleasantly surprised. Right?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
For just like grabbing some ingredients, this is delightful.
Yes.
I could see it's very interesting drink for the time of year that we're in because it's like snowing outside right now, but it's reminds me of very much like sitting on a beach, sipping something strong, but it like there's no alcohol in it. It's just got such a spark.
Mm-hmm. It is so yummy. Okay. Anyhow, now that that's out of the way,
Now that I finally got to try it.
I shall get started since I have been taking so long to get started. Disclosures through media. So, we've talked a little bit about like Israel, was it Apex agents? You taught me about this, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apex
So we
Agency.
talked a little bit about Apex agents in like God, one of our first like 2 or 3 episodes in Hollywood. So you know a little more about this, so just really briefly, do you have off the top of your head?
Allegedly, they're part of the Mossad. They are not they're not registered as American lobbyists.
That was the bit. Okay.
Yeah, they should technically be registered as foreign lobbyists because they're from a foreign country, but for some reason they're able to function like American lobbyists on American soil. And almost every single Hollywood star, political, like very famous political person that you
So it is
see.
okay, because I was gonna ask, maybe they get away with it if they're only in the media with,
What they
but
also
if they're also with politicians,
They're
then
with-
that's definitely an actual lobbyist.
Yeah, no, they're with even like Ted Cruz, the governor of either Tennessee or Texas. I can never remember which one he is the governor of. He was talking about how like he kind of made a little joke about how everybody has an Apex agent and how you just kind of get an assigned one. So once you're in the eye of the people, you have an Apex agent assigned to you from the Mossad.
But it's not like don't tell anybody. You can just be like, oh, I got my Apex agent on Jimmy Kimmel and nobody cares.
Sometimes comedians will make a joke and then they'll make like a little joke about how they're not suicidal and that they're very happy. So it's kind of like, is it taboo?
All right, interesting.
Will they be unalived, you know?
So, in that vein, what we haven't spoken about is soft disclosure and predictive programming. So do you know kind of, I mean, it obviously sparks a little bit. Okay.
But do tell.
Yeah. So these two similar tactics are allegedly used by those in power to help the citizens accept events easier.
Okay.
So it's kind of like subliminal messaging, but more real. I think that's not real, but I think that was kind of like one of these where it was actually a soft disclosure version, that kind of a thing.
Right.
So that'll maybe make sense in a second.
Okay.
So they are similar, but they're two different things. They have two different uses behind them. So it seems to be used by obviously the same people, similar sources. I can't decide if I almost kind of get one of them from like a power dynamic standpoint, from a leadership perspective, I kind of maybe get one of them. Or maybe they're both super evil and terrible because we all kind of deserve the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Is this kind of the theory or thought of making bad news easier to digest? Is it along those lines?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm on the right track of what you're talking about.
Yeah, so first I'll explain soft disclosure just briefly. It's designed essentially to get a population ready for news of a sensitive nature. So thinking aliens, so all of the mass amounts of alien movies that we had post Roswell, which obviously the argument could be, well, obviously it was popular culture, Roswell happened, and then these movies came. Or was it that the government was like, hey, let's make this part of pop culture. Let's make this a normal thing.
Right.
Celebrities, hey, you should do this. Ha ha ha, funny aliens. Ah.
Right.
So that decades later,
It'd be more
the era of now,
digestible.
which it was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people now, they're like, hey, there's aliens. Cool. I still can't pay my rent. I
Dude,
don't care.
I've talked about Ghosties before. I love these girls. So
Oh, yeah.
y'all should totally check out Ghosties if you haven't. They're amazing. But they literally just, like, last week, their most recent episode, she mentions, oh yeah, like they could totally tell us aliens are real today and everybody would just go about their business. And people in their comments are like, they already did and we did go about their business.
So true. Well, that goes along with what I was telling you about how we have an entire section of the Pentagon that's dedicated to movies. Hollywood has to be approved for their movies, and we tend to come out with like, how many dystopia movies have we come out with?
So when that is the, why the heck does Pentagon have this? This is probably why.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. Because it can't be, I mean, everybody at CIA is like, oh, it's the CIA, because they do all the, like, the dirty stuff, but they technically aren't supposed to operate on U.S. soil.
Well, they're not technically. It's absolutely illegal for them to, but they just continuously do it. And when there's no consequences, what's
But I
to
don't
stop
think
them?
the Pentagon has a department that's probably who's doing it. It's probably,
100%.
maybe the CIA has, like,
Yeah.
a, say. But
They had their hands in the Iron Man movie.
so that's soft disclosure, and that's the one that I can't tell if, like, I kind of get it to an extent. But, I mean, I don't know. Corruption, power, they just go hand in hand. The other one, predictive programming, obviously uses the same movies and TV shows, and this is the same for the first one that I brought up, celebrities just talking about it, just subtle, sometimes obvious things. And this one is more based on future events that the elites, again, allegedly, that the elites plan on doing, or almost more horrifically, are already doing and know will eventually come out.
This is kind of like the boat movie when the boat ran into the Boston Bridge, and then that movie that came out with the boat crashing the bridge and coming out up onto the shore.
Okay.
And killing a bunch of people. And then like 6 months later, a boat literally crashed into the bridge and then came up onto the shore. So everybody was like, I don't feel like that was a coincidence.
Coincidence? I think not!
What era was that?
This literally happened. You can totally correct me in the comments and I'll do my research for this bit of the video, but I believe it was like 2023.
Oh, like modern day.
It was very super recent.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, but continue.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Great example. God, you came prepared. You didn't even know, too.
I didn't even know. Last time I was in a meltdown. The life of a YouTuber.
But or things that they're doing right now, though, so that they know will come out, or, might be accepting or at least numb to it. Files come to mind.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
Liam Neeson and like all of those.
The Taken movies.
There's so much like sex trafficking and prostitution being normal, and
Well, there
like
was that one.
Vice City.
So you think they're basically trying to desensitize us to human trafficking. And then when the Epstein files do come out, we won't care quite as much as we did in the beginning.
Yeah, which also, I mean, it's been drug out so long that now they're coming out and the people that care are just the same people that were super obnoxious at first.
Right.
Whereas if it would have actually come out years ago like it should have, everybody would have
We would have been
panicked.
rioting for their arrest and their hanging in the
So,
streets.
I don't know, man. Unfortunately, it works. It's very creepy, very
It is.
manipulative. But yeah, the
Oh.
idea that we've already been programmed. This was just a quote I wrote. The idea being that they have already been programmed, they being us, through exposure in films and TV shows, social media, celebrity gossip, etc. But yeah, there's a disclosure movement is apparently like a group. And that was the thing that I was like, ah, shoot, I totally meant to look it up. But
Let's do it right now.
they have a Wikipedia page, and that's kind of all I could find about them. So I think it'll be kind of all the research that needs done.
And if anybody has anything more, you're welcome to comment and share with us.
So this guy is who always pops up. So that seems to be the like leader.
Oh, interesting.
So notable advocates for disclosure include clockwise from top. So that was Louis Elizondo.
Okay.
And then there's John Podesta, David Wilcock, and Daniel Sheehan. Which those two in the middle, I know those names for sure.
Wilcock.
Stephen Greer, and so it's a lot of, big-ish names. But it's essentially just the movement, so it's not necessarily like a official group that you have to sign up for by any means, but it's just a movement of beliefs around the fact that governments control secret information, usually talking about UFOs and space aliens specifically. But yeah, it's just a movement around how they should, and they're some of the bigger that have the conspiracy that all of these movies are disclosures. You guys are clearly doing something. This is a clear demonstration.
I'm surprised our group's not bigger because I think a lot of people truly believe that TV is more out to manipulate us than it is to entertain us. We'll move on.
I was trying to. Stranger Things was one of the examples that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Is that something that they've done? Is that something in the past? Is that something that they're dealing with now?
In some town somewhere east?
Yeah. Do they know about some weird opposite universe that so those are the sorts of conspiracies that float around in kind of that realm of thought.
There was the theory with Charlie Kirk. So there was that movie that Nicolas Cage played in where he played a gentleman with the last name Kirk. He got shot and it was during a rally. He was kind of the protagonist, and the show really follows up with the events that happened on Charlie Kirk's death. So people were like, was that a prediction? And almost all predictions all movies have something that's happened in our timeline.
I think I saw something on that too. There was some weird, like something Erica had done, and there was like numbers in the background, and but it's weird.
Yeah.
And it was Nicolas Cage.
It was Nicolas Cage that plays in the
movie.
movie.
Let's go down the wormhole. Doesn't he not have a movie where he goes back in time and changes events?
Yeah, he does. So maybe Nicolas Cage is.
What are you doing, Nicolas Cage, huh? We know you're weird.
We're on to.
How weird are you?
Yeah.
Dude, Ninjas or Butterflies is gonna come after us. Lily will. She loves Nicolas Cage.
Didn't he have a whole movie where he also stole National Treasure with a map that was on the back of the Independence? And we've never gone and looked into that. Maybe we should go and look into that.
We look into that.
All right.
So funny. Okay, so that's all I really had as far as a main topic. You said that you had something.
Do you think that humans have an innate ability, not an innate ability, but a common thread with victimizing themselves, no matter what side they're on, to kind of be in the spotlight?
Yes!
Okay. So I was watching this guy, and I mentioned him our last show. I really like him. You should check him out. His name is Jason, and I'll put his link down below. But he does a fantastic job. We don't have to watch the video or anything. But in his video, he brings out where Elon Musk reposted that popular meme of, you guys were on the resistance side for Star Wars, you were on the resistance side for Hunger Games, and now you're not on the resistance side. And people were like, does Elon Musk really think he's on the side of the resistance? And honestly, if you hooked him up to a lie detector test and asked that question, he'd probably pass the lie detector test, because he honestly does believe he's on the side of the resistance,
Yeah.
who just before this also had a habit of victimizing themselves. The liberals there for a little bit. So kind of way, I feel like humans have this ability to victimize themselves to make themselves a little bit more important. I call it prosecution porn. So there was a time when I was a kid and I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness that I was told that one day Jehovah's Witnesses would be illegal and the world would come after us, which was also a belief that many Christians believed as well. And it's not necessarily that we've been attacked to the point, and in some areas, I realize in the UK they're having
Yeah.
issues, and even in New York they're having issues with being able to talk about the religion, pray for people, read their Bible scriptures on the streets. They're getting arrested, and that's very sad. But for a long time, during that point when everybody was saying they're going to come after Christians, many of the politicians at the time were Christian. But we have seen kind of a revolt against Christianity. So did they victimize themselves, or did they put themselves in the spotlight as the victim?
Yeah.
So I did a little research. I'm not going to go ahead and read all of the articles I read. It mostly went through like people that have a mental disorder, mostly narcissism or kind of psychopathy that puts themselves. But as the general AI overview, as the Google overloads think of us, I typed in, do you think humans have a tendency to victimize themselves? And it said, yes, humans can tend to self-victimize through what is known as a victim mentality, which is an acquired mindset where individuals consistently see themselves as victims of circumstances or of other people. So basically just kind of going into the mental illness, I thought it'd be fun to ask Chat GPT what they thought of humans, like honest opinion of what the robots think.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely virtue signaling, I
Yes.
think, is a huge problem these days.
Right, kind of like when they put the sign outside of stores and they have like the Ukrainian flag and the LGBT flag and they say we
Yeah,
accept.
yeah, that's not necessarily. I mean, that's
Really?
just
I feel like that's.
yeah, when I'm talking about virtue signaling is the classic popular white girl jumping up and trying to speak for the boy that's sitting on the bench
Yeah,
that happens to be a black boy and thinking that she knows, and he's just sitting there like, I don't care about anything that
right.
she's saying.
Yeah,
That's my homie. We're friends.
yeah,
Like,
but don't you think our world's kind of put that out there where where people feel like they need to do that, where they have like a point to prove, like
yeah,
with their virtue
or
signaling?
are they just trying to look like a good person?
Yeah, but who put that idea in their head that they needed to look
Oh,
that
yeah, I
way?
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in general, people tend to have this mentality where they're the hero for coming in and rescuing somebody who didn't need to be rescued. And then on the other side, people feel that they are the resistance
Mhm.
against something that other people wait, how's the saying go? The best way to put it is the best way to win is to make the other side look like they're not humans. So, but I
Yeah.
thought it was interesting that a lot of people do have the mentality of prosecution porn, so
Yeah.
to speak, to kind of get themselves in the spotlight of like, we have to be on the right side because everybody hates us.
So what do you think? Do you want to do a blank slate Chat GPT on mine, or do you want to do the one with your account that you've...
Let's do blank slate. I feel
Okay.
like that gives us the most like organic answer that we can get.
All right, OpenAI. So, hello, you are on a podcast called Mocktails, to know or not to know. Hello, delighted to be on Mocktails, to know or not to know. Grab the mic, set the mood. What role am I playing on this podcast? Expert guest, chaotic co-host, a mysterious entity who may or may not actually know the answers. Tell me the vibe and let's roll.
I would say the latter.
Okay.
Now we're picking the personality for our answer.
Probably the latter. We have a question. We are hoping for as close to an opinion of your own that you can give us. Stepping into the role of the mysterious entity who may or may not know anything at all, but will definitely sound confident about it. I can do that. And yes, I can give you something close to an opinion as long as we treat it for what it is, a generated perspective, not a personal belief or lived experience. Think of it like the show's reoccurring character, the Oracle of Half-Truths, who has vibes instead of convictions. Don't know what you're talking about, sir, but whatever.
Okay.
All right, so what is our question? This is your...
Do humans overall, as a species,
Do humans have a tendency?
yeah,
Okay.
to victimize themselves for political and or power gain?
Power gain?
Yeah, I don't know. How would you? I mean, it's not. I guess that's always politics, but
Personal gain?
personal gain. Yeah, there we go.
Here's my take. Humans don't universally have a tendency to victimize themselves for personal gain, but humans absolutely can and do use self-victimization when it serves a purpose. Here's the nuance. My character would spill on air. He's cheeky. Self-victimization is a strategy, not just everyone's favorite one. Oh, just not everyone's favorite one. I mixed those words up. Sorry. Not giving him nearly the credit he deserves. His character is beautiful. Some people lean on it to get sympathy, avoid responsibility, or gain social advantage. Others wouldn't do it even if it got them free pizza for life. Which I feel... I don't know, I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I can't say I'm like, I would never, because I'm sure I would.
Right. And as a political leader, who knows how you would be, right?
It's more about insecurity than malice. Definitely believe that.
Yes.
Most self-victimizing behavior comes from feeling powerless, not from scheming. It's a way of saying, see me, hear me, don't blame me. Humans are storytelling creatures. The role of hero, villain, and victim are easy to slip into. And the victim role is one that guarantees you're not the bad guy.
Yes.
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Personal gain isn't always intentional. Sometimes people start seeing themselves as victims because it gives clarity, not because it gives advantage. His summary. Humans don't naturally default to victimhood for personal gain, but the moment it becomes the simplest path to comfort, sympathy, or safety, many of them will at least peek down that road.
So humans do have a tendency to do so.
Yeah.
Sounds like overall. I mean, based off of Chat GPT, of course.
So I'm going to say, what about when we add in a perspective that they are playing a hero in the form of virtue signaling?
Yes.
Now we're getting into the prestige drama version of human behavior where the victim and the hero roles merge into one complicated character arc.
The resistance.
Oh my gosh. Victimhood plus heroism equals virtue signaled martyrdom. That's pretty much, there's nothing worse for me. Like, it gets under my skin when people are doing the whole virtue signaling. Ugh.
Yeah. The hero role for the victim they created.
Oh, yeah. It is the biggest pet peeve I have. Yeah. That's so funny that that's coming from like the more liberal of the two of us too.
It's funny because I tend to think of virtue signaling as a different way, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, and like I said, in my head, like when a store puts up all those signs to say, we welcome all those people. Well, you're an American business. You welcome anybody with money. You don't care about people. You care about money. Your virtue is signaling
Which
for profit.
I mean, that's similar. It's on a corporate level, but it's basically the same thing.
Fair.
It's like all of the girls that came in to bash on me for how white I was because they were bashing on somebody for using. They made a joke on one of those videos. I'm sure you've seen on TikTok those. They're for like sled dog racing and going through the Arctic.
Oh, sure.
They're the OG goggles.
Right.
Where it's just like a tiny, tiny little slit.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said they called them, they're like, Eskimo Oakleys, like Eskimo Oakleys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's funny. And people are bashing on him. And I was like, it's fine. Like, my family absolutely still uses the term Eskimo. Like, it's obviously we have more specific, but it's better than you calling us like an Inuit or a Cherokee because that's
Sure.
incorrect. At least
Right.
Eskimo, it might not be like the best term, but at least it's a nice little
Hmm.
umbrella term. Anyhow, I was just telling him, like, don't sweat it. You're
Yeah.
fine, dude. Oh my God, the amount of people that came at me and started like, he said, "Oh, I bet she claims that her grandma's a Cherokee princess, blah, da, 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 da." And I was like, actually, thanks for proving my point,
Yeah.
because
That would
Cherokees
be
are
incorrect.
very different
Yeah.
than ours, and I never claimed that my grandma was actually a stolen child, so F off.
F off.
I said much more, of course, but anyways, that is
Yes.
my personal experience and what I see as virtue signaling and problematic in real life experience. Obviously, that's online, but
Hmm.
interactions.
I don't know. Mine might be a little bit more hardwired. Like, I would use the example of people who are like, I don't like the word midget. But then you're like, okay, little person. They're like, it's dwarfism. And then you say, you have dwarfism. And they say, that's so offensive.
How dare you call me a
Okay,
dwarf?
you have to pick a medical term and
Yeah.
stick with one, and I'll call you whatever you
Well, that's
want.
where we ask the individual person
Yeah.
because no one little person can
Right.
speak for the next midget.
But then they also will find that offensive when you ask them they'd like to be called. So at one point we have to just
Yeah.
get a backbone and just be like what you said. Hey, it's okay, man. Like we don't my family still uses the term Eskimo. And then
Yeah.
everybody else jumped in to speak for people that
Yeah.
they're not a part of.
Oh, yeah.
Is your grandma
Was it somebody
Cherokee? Are
was
you a
like,
Cherokee? Then
you
why
don't
don't
speak for all indigenous? Something I was like, no,
no.
you're totally correct.
I literally said my family specifically.
That's my take. Now back to Chat GPT.
Third party.
What did he call himself?
Uh,
Mystic Oracle.
Oracle.
His Mocktails Oracle take.
Mocktail's Oracle. Oh, I like it.
So, when you add virtue signaling into the mix, the dynamic shifts from one simple self-victimization to something more theatrical. It lets a person be the victim and the hero at the same time. They can say, I suffer because the world is unjust, but also I am morally righteous for standing against it.
I'm here to save everybody.
That's a tiny narrative loop where they're always the sympathetic protagonist. Virtue signaling gives a social reward without social risk. If somebody publicly portrays themselves as a moral crusader because of their victimhood, they get praise, belonging, moral safety, immunity from criticism. If the social equivalent of wearing armor, no, it's the social equivalent of wearing armor made of applause. I thought it typoed and said applesauce, but I just misread it. I was like, what is he talking about?
You had a brain typo.
All I could envision was armor. Oh, speaking of applesauce, do you want to keep reading? I feel like I'm kind of bored of the
we've
oracle.
got Oh, we have a whole McDonald's segment for you. It's very exciting.
Yeah, speaking of applesauce and corporate virtue signaling, I'm sure McDonald's at one point in time has asked me to round up to donate to their. What do they have?
Trash donation.
Well, I think it's for their
It's for-
employee education fund.
Yeah.
Is that them or is that Taco Bell?
That's Taco Bell. That's for the student fund. What is it? Ronald McDonald Fund.
Oh, that one's actually sweet. I don't want to talk crap about that. But
Well, we might need to do some research before we say
the
it's
Ronald
sweet.
McDonald Fund is coming. Okay, yeah, we can do some research.
We'll look into the Ronald. We'll do that next segment.
Assume. Taco Bell, though. Oh my gosh, you want me to pay for your employees'
To go to
educational
school
fund so that you can do a tax write-off?
as a multi-billion-dollar company.
My donation.
I'll just go and give them money for their school loans.
Anyways, so I have only experienced an ice cream machine at McDonald's being out once.
I've never experienced it.
And my experience was literally it was closing and they like literally were shutting down and had started the cleaning process.
Oh, sure.
Not it's broken. But did you know there's a lawsuit going through?
Mm-hmm.
That it is a legit conspiracy that their ice cream machines are always broken. The tailor-made company is getting sued by these guys that made like a hacker kind, not a hacker, but it was like a diagnostic,
Yeah, they were
like
able
you
to
would
figure
plug
out how
into
to
your
fix
car.
it. I did. I watched this whole thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
So, anyways, everybody loves to make fun of the lady that sued McDonald's for the hot coffee,
Oh, yeah.
but they deserved that.
Yeah.
And now they're getting sued for something else that they totally deserve because they're, well, not McDonald's, but Taylor, which is like,
The
they're
company that
so
makes
tied in.
the ice cream machines that
Yes!
McDonald's has to legally buy. They are not allowed to buy any other ice cream machine.
Yeah, yeah. But it's,
Wait, hold up. Did you just say they deserve to get sued for the? I'm just not
yes! Do you know?
for the hot coffee. The lady.
Pause on the pie. Yes!
I don't know. I'm indifferent.
You don't have information on it.
I have watched extensive videos, and there's been time or two I've been on her side about it. But in the end of it, you had the coffee in your hand. You had purchased it. You put it in your lap.
She admitted
Okay,
that
fair.
she was partially responsible, that she was
The part
clumsy.
I do agree.
But she needed her medical bills paid for because nobody should get third-degree burns from coffee because they were heating it so extensively to get
Yes.
a little bit of expansion because across billions of places and billions of cups, that makes a difference in their bottom line.
I thought it was always because people would get coffee before they went to work, so
Nope.
it would be still hot when they got to
It
work.
was to make a little bit less per cup. If they made it excruciatingly
Right,
hot,
I
it
could see how that
expanded it
works.
just a tiny bit.
Interesting.
It makes very little difference
I
per
think
cup.
I think the only part I fully agreed with her on is when they asked, look at Amanda, she is furious.
I can't believe you didn't know this. I thought that you would have already known about this.
I did know about a few things, and I did agree when she went back and asked them to turn down the coffee, and they said no. Okay, now I would be on hers. I'd be like, sue them. They're not even going to listen to you about turning down the coffee. And then when she took them to court, they were like, okay, we'll turn down the coffee. And she's like, no, it's too late.
Because it's not even. She just wanted the medical bills paid for.
No, in that
But-
part I did. Okay, the medical part.
They had to make a point.
Yeah.
To hold corporate America responsible
Yeah.
for not making their bottom line more important than human consumer safety.
Okay, fair. I will agree there. I guess the reason I don't like how sue happy America is, I don't like
No.
frivolous lawsuits. So I'm always on the fence. Was this frivolous or
That
was it
one's
not?
just a really good example of virtue signaling against suing
Yeah.
that they're trying to manipulate you
Okay.
to be for the corporate America.
All right. What did you call it? Soft disclosure. It's a soft disclosure. Soft serve, soft disclosure.
You're gonna make my voice go out again. I can't laugh this much.
Amanda was sick before this. Okay.
Oh, I was sick last Wednesday when we should have filmed. Thank God you were with your mom.
Oh, yeah.
I went home from work and hours
It would've
went
been
by. My son was still alive by the end of it, but I'm pretty sure I passed out. I don't know.
Girl, we've all been there. Okay. Back to our pie segment. They have a lot of
Back to our planned segment. Actually, unplanned. I'll tell you why. It's been chaos. We have a new career in the house, so we're getting used to new schedules. And anyhow, I didn't eat the dinner that I cooked for my family, and I'm on my way here, and I was like, I gotta eat something, or I'm gonna be so distracted by my hunger.
Right.
So I stop at McDonald's real quick, because no gas station in this humdum freaking Idaho backwoods town that we're in is open. Anyways, I ordered 2 apple pies. They let me pay for these 2 apple pies with my meal. And then I get to the second menu, and menu.
The second menu.
I'm flustered, okay? She gets to I get to the second window, and she tells me they only have 1 apple pie, which I did enjoy. The other pie that they had available is their holiday pie, which on the menu, they didn't even do it justice on the menu.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. So,
Looks like a
no
pie just
hate
splooging.
to Mickey D's. Like, obviously, I enjoy y'all's stuff, but
After she said that you should be sued. You're like, no hate, but I'm glad that lady got you.
you know,
A little hate.
just corporate America.
Okay. It reminds me of like what a fruit cake is, maybe.
I didn't take it out of the box first. It's terrible. Do you see? Look at that hole.
Oh, hold it up to the camera.
So it's got, yeah. It doesn't look very good.
No. And then it's got what I think is sprinkles.
It has sprinkles on top. I'm pretty sure it's like a custardy, like.
Why is it so
It
yellow?
looks egg-like.
It's so yellow, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna try
McDonald's
the crust.
holiday pie.
The crust is different from the apple pie crust. It's like more like a cake batter. Oh god, I'm scared.
It's like a sugar cookie with custard in it.
It doesn't smell terrible. Yeah, it just smells like a sugar cookie.
It almost has like this weird cigarette taste. Just like this. Just taste it. Tell me if you taste that.
It's weird wet taste.
It almost tastes like a cigarette, like when you inhale a cigarette.
Chemicals?
Yeah.
Are you looking for the word chemicals, Raquel?
It almost has the word chemicals. Specifically chemicals that are in cigarettes.
Such a douche. Oh, that cheeky insult was the funnest way that I've ever used that. She said it's been a week, and I was like, you misspelled year.
I know. I sent you back SpongeBob.
Okay, I'm gonna actually taste
Yes,
it.
try it. Procrastinator. Yeah, okay, that's how I felt. You took a much bigger bite too. Off camera spitting. Doesn't it have just like the weirdest chemical taste to it?
Yeah. God, that custardiness. It's like a really bad instant vanilla pudding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like the box.
Mm-hmm. But like I don't know, like sat out too long
And then
or something?
then I thought, well, maybe
Curdled milk?
because
I don't
it's supposed to be hot and we ate it like cold. And then I'm like, but I think
It
that'd be
wouldn't-
gross.
I think it would have been worse.
It would have been worse if it was hot.
Like, I think chilled would have almost been more
Better?
tolerable.
McDonald's, your Thanksgiving pie or holiday pie needs work.
That's pretty bad.
It's
I
not
can
good.
still taste like the cookie in my mouth. At least we have something to wash that monstrosity down.
I'm sorry for whoever thought that was a good idea, but you are wrong.
The idea probably isn't terrible. It's just like McDonald's isn't going to be able to pull that one off.
Yeah. That needed to be in like a nice Dutch bakery somewhere.
Dude, back when they did deep fried pies, that could have been good back then.
Yeah, okay.
Not anymore.
Missed its chance.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, are we ready to end this?
Yeah, I feel like we got ranty enough. I had a couple rants or rambles, relatable rambles. That's what we were
I
calling
know.
it. But I feel like we kind of already covered that. So
I think our holiday cake is gonna be a relatable ramble on this one.
we'll give you guys Sue Happy America.
Sue Happy America terrible holiday cake ramble.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us through the craziest season of life I have ever been in. I'm so excited to be here. So
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always do that. Yes, and then I cut it because I'm like, that sounds fake. But no, seriously, guys, thank you. This has been just such a challenge. It's been so fun, and I look forward to doing it all the time. But
no, I feel like this alone is a challenging thing to do.
And then just life around it.
But then I think this year, like life itself has been the craziest year. And we're doing like the craziest little hobby we could ever just like do as little North Idaho hicks.
We couldn't just like start a book club
she's kind of almost half Mormon, not really.
Half hick, half religion.
You drank the Mormon water. I mean,
Jehovah's Witness water.
No, you drank the Mormon water. You lived in southern Idaho. It's Mormon water down there.
I see what you're saying. Because it's coming down
We're hicks
from
up
Utah.
here. Y'all are Mormons down there.
Sure.
Anyways.
Nobody's
gonna think this is funny unless you're from Idaho.
Yeah.
So
seriously.
I'm Amanda, and this has been Mocktails.
And keep an open mind, but not so open that your brain falls out.
Always challenge your bias by trying disgusting cake that you thought was going to be disgusting and proving that your bias was correct.
Because really, it's supposed to be full
Once in a
circle.
while. Once in a while, it's correct.
Once in a while, it doesn't hurt the ego.
Okay, thank you
Have a
guys.
great night. Please subscribe. Click the notification button, that little bell, and the like button, and follow the links below. Thanks so much. Have a great night.
Bye.